Hello and welcome to Contest of Speed in Abu Dhabi. We are here on the Yas Marina for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I am joined here today by my colleague Racer. How you doing, Racer?
Thank you very much. Yeah, very good, very well, thank you. And it's good to be back for the final. Well, it would be the final race of the season, but just like with the Tier 3 guys, they have got another race next week at Singapore. So this is the penultimate round at the Yas Marina circuit. And yeah, looking forward to today's action. I think it's going to be dry, so no dramas like last week in Brazil.
Yeah, hopefully it stays dry all qualifying and all race here. This race has been held since 2009 here in the desert. It was actually built on Yas Island, which is just east of Abu Dhabi, but it is 21 turns of chaos and mayhem. There's two significant straightaways. I believe one of those straightaways that is significant has a DRS on it. That's going to be from the hairpin turn down. Hairpin turn 7 down to turn 8. Obviously, we'll do a ride along here in a few moments in an attempt to get you familiar with this 5.554 kilometer. For my American friends, that's a 3.4 mile lap. The race is generally 55 laps, and as you know, we run a 50% distance here, so this will be one of the longer races. It has been held 10 times. As I had said, it started it in 2009. Lewis Hamilton is the latest individual to grace the top of the podium here in Abu Dhabi. And we see a number of the familiar faces headed out onto the track. We see Raikkonen, Kimi taking no time at all getting his Haas out there and warmed up. Devil Damo, Domain, Zane, Perez, they are all out there. Looks like Lamin Jama is with us this week. Good to see you back into the crowd. He seems to be the only non-regular that we see out there on the track today. F1 Perez joined us a couple weeks ago, and he's been getting more familiar with the teams in the way of the contest of speed racing that we produce here. We're going to jump on board here with Raikkonen real quick, as he should be preparing for a fast lap. He got out there quite early and is ready to get warmed up. He does have a little bit of traffic in front of him. At this point, I'm not quite clear who that is or whether or not they're going to start their flyer. They're a little close for flying laps, but we'll see how this works out. So,
Yeah. Oh, do you catch something there?
nope, we're going to ride along with Raikkonen right now, and we're going to stay with him during his first flyer.
Okay, here we go. So I'm on board with him as well. So yeah, the first sector of this lap, it's quite easy in qualifying. Gets a bit tricky when the tyres wear out. You know, fast left and right-hander. Then coming into the sort of chicane section, which was introduced because there was not enough runoff area for that hairpin bend. So they were originally thinking of having it just a straight dash to that corner. Probably would have been better for overtaking, but it doesn't matter anyway. You've got the long DRS straight down here, one of the longest straights on the calendar. Heavy braking just after the 100 meter or around the 100-meter board. Again, it's a corner that you don't want to outbrake yourself. Keep it slow and steady, slow in, and then that means you can maximize the traction coming out onto another long stretch, which is DRS once again, heading into another heavy braking zone at the 100-meter mark. Try and make as much, again, on the apex of all three sections of this corner. And again, another corner coming up with the left-hander. And I think he's backed out of the lap, to be fair. He's catching up with a back marker, but yes, he has. It's a shame, really. He's ended it, but he was just coming into the marine section, which is, again, another technical section all about getting the traction with this part of the track. It does grill the rears, it does wear the rears, this circuit, similar to how Mexico does, but not quite in as dramatic fashion. But yeah, it's all about the compromise of long straights, so you want to have that top speed, but at the same time you do have sections of the track where you need downforce and good mechanical grip to get out of those corners, particularly in the last sector in that marina part. As he starts again, but Jord is the fastest, 134. Oh, I say that.
Ooh.
Alex has just beaten him, 133.5. 1.1 seconds
Yeah,
quicker.
Ala Takir, man, with that 133.5, he's over a second faster than Joe in second, and Devil Demo, who's sitting 400ths behind him in third. That's a surprisingly quick time out of Ala Takir. I'm assuming Raikkonen invalidated a lap, which is why he's going around for a second fast lap. But we can definitely see the time starting to post up. Fastest of all, 133. The next two fall into the 134s. And then we've got a battle in the 135s from 4th all the way down to 8th as we see Raikkonen abort that lap, just completely toss that chicane to the wind. So we will jump on board with Jay Ghosts as he goes through now and attempts his fastest lap.
Lego Minecraft's just had to abort his lap. He had a massive tank slapper going into in the first sector between turns. Turns 2 and 3. Almost lost it, and that would have been surely a DNF if he had lost control. But a lot of guys running the super soft. That to me means that a lot of guys have selected a harder allocation of tyre, because you wouldn't be able to get the super soft if you selected a balanced, and definitely not if you selected a softer tyre allocation for this weekend. So a lot of guys doing their initial laps on the super soft, and I'm guessing will then either use the ultra or the hyper for their final run, because they'll only get one set of supers in this qualifying, one set of ultras, and then they should have about 2 sets or 1 set left of a hyper tyre. I'm not 100% sure right now, but the guys who are out there, there's a lot of guys running on supers. So I wonder if anyone will do one stops. I did it on Monday, and although it's probably not maybe quite the fastest, it's not that far off. And the important thing is, track position is really important. If you can keep guys, there's really only 2 overtaking opportunities. If you can keep them behind, at that point you're not actually you're worse off. So it'd be interesting to see what come the end of this quali, see what tyre choices people do. I think if people are on the ultra for the beginning of this race, they'll most likely be looking to do a 1-stop. The guys on the hyper will definitely be doing 2 stops, because you just can't go long enough on that first stint to make the 1-stop effective. You just lose too much time being on that super soft for that long. So yeah, be interesting to see.
I absolutely agree with you there. I was moseying through the paddock a little bit earlier, as I generally do before the races start, talking to a couple of the different drivers that are going to be out there today. And, some of them, one I will not mention, but we're watching him on the screen right now, mentioned, don't think I'm crazy if I go out there and I start to qualify on my super softs, because that one pit stop race it's very, that's a 26-second change between going down that pit lane, getting swapped out again. That is a big number, and it's a lot of time to have to make up. So being able to pull off that one-stop strategy is key if you're going for it. Again, it's been said, if you're going to go for that one-stop, you might not be the fastest guy on the track, but you do have that extra cushion because you're not going into the pits that second time. So, a lot of different strategies in play here. The hypersoft guys, Ala Takir, we're seeing him out there on the hypers. He's a guy that steps away from the pack. He's able to afford to give up some time there if he needs to go in for a second. But as you start to go a little deeper into the pack, we're going to see that pit strategy absolutely come into play.
Yeah, and the other thing I remembered, to be fair, I think quicker guys would definitely make the 1-stop. It would definitely work. I lost a couple of seconds in the VE, the virtual safety car, when I watched my race back. I did lose a couple of seconds on the virtual safety car because of the fact, for some reason, Ross got into the pits just as it was before it was ending, and he was able to make a bigger gap as well. I don't quite know why, but I wouldn't have won the race anyway, or done better. But the virtual safety car didn't help me. That can obviously happen today, the safety car, in which case it won't necessarily mean the 1-stoppers have it. It ruins their race, because ultimately it could work out for them if it was towards the end of the race where they can get onto fresh tyres and not lose as much time because of a safety car. there's all sorts of things that can happen. The best thing for those guys is to keep clean in the beginning of the race, not get involved in battles, sort of find their own gap, clear air, look after the tyre, try and get it be as competitive as possible in the first stint, and then you sort of want to be pitting around, try and remember now, lap 13 to lap 15, something like that. If it's a two-stop race, the guys you'll be looking at, they'll be stopping around on the hypersoft, probably sort of like lap 8, lap 9, something like that, and then pitting again around lap 20, something like that, lap 19, 20, something like that, and then going all the way to the end.
All right, we just made a few changes on our audio feed here. We were getting some reports in from the chat room that they were unable to hear the engine noise. We've seemed to have resolved that issue. Thank you very much, Philip Potter, for your assistance in the chat room. I do appreciate it. As we now have full sound, and we're about 7 minutes into qualifying right now. We've got Alatakir still up at the top with a 133.5. Jamie 1 surprising everybody, jumping up with a 134.3, followed by Joe Devil Demo and Celis. The top 4 all on Hypersoft. Devil Demo now stepping up to 5, also on the Hypersoft. So interesting to see how everybody's playing into these tire strategies.
Raikkonen's in a 134 dead on Ultras. That's a really good time by Raikkonen. So he is looking at that. He is going to go for the one-stop strategy, I would have thought. You got Lego Minecraft also on the Ultra. So they're sort of... Alatakir has obviously decided Alatakir is going to go for the two-stop. So we've got fascinating scenarios here with the pit stop strategy. I've also got today, Callie. I've got some interesting. It's the climax of quali. Translation, or direct translation, is father of the gazelle. That is the English translation of Abu Dhabi. Father of the gazelle.
Father of the gazelle.
You learn, yep, father of the gazelle. You learn something new every day.
Reminds me of Ricky, doesn't it?
It's his home race. And the Yas Marina circuit cost 3.6 billion Arab Emirates dirham. I don't know how much that is in dollars or pounds.
That's but 45 US dollars.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's got to be a bit of money because apparently that is the most technologically advanced circuit in the world, because the track can be split into two. And host 2 races simultaneously if it wanted to.
Wow!
So so it's the most technologically advanced circuit, and the city was actually designed back in 1967 by a Japanese architect called Dr. Takahashi, in guidance with the Sheikh Zayed at the time. It was originally built for 40,000 people, but over time increased to be able to accommodate over 600,000 people. So, yeah.
Wow, some fun facts about Abu Dhabi. It is a lovely area of the world. There's a lot of premier construction going on here. Obviously, it's a very oil-rich area. But yeah, it's a lovely circuit. Oh, as we see Racer 555 Brown decide that he's just gonna screw that whole sector right there and blow right through all the chicanes. I'm assuming he's gonna go out for another fast lap and not settle for this 11th place 135. The reason I say that is that surprisingly, Alatakir, our pole leader on Hypersofts, has gone back out onto the track. He's a second and a half, about a half a second faster than anybody else. Obviously, Raikkonen, 34 Kimi coming in second right now on Ultrasofts with a surprising 134.026, followed by Lego Minecraft with a 134.310, also on the Hypers. Raikkonen now goes out. He's going to be going out of the pits, and he will be putting on Hypers to see how he can stack up. But interesting to me that Alatakir is going out there again, attempting another fast lap on Hypersofts.
Yeah, I'm on board with him now. It's very smooth in the first sector, which is what you want. It brakes so late for that. He's got so much grip in that car. It's brilliant to watch. A little bit wide in the hairpin, but it's all right. You don't need to be on that apex in that corner as long as you've got the speed control right at the entry of the corner. you can get back on the throttle as soon as possible, because it's such an important corner for this long straight towards the heavy braking zone. I guess you could call this sort of like a dog leg. You want to keep it tight on the exit of that first part, just so you can maximise traction in the second. DRS again so far looking good. Waiting for the next sector to come by. He is. Oh, it doesn't say how much faster he is, unfortunately, but on my screen. But tidy at the moment. Yeah, it's brilliant. He's hitting the apexes. This could be another hot lap. And now we're into the marina section, braking just while he's still turning.
Lovely section right here.
Yeah, if you get it right here, it's a joy. And he hits the curbs perfectly. Sometimes you can hit the little yellow part of the curb and it'll bounce the car wide and into the barrier. Last two corners, the last corner is always tricky. Understeers and then oversteers. Across the line, 132.9.
Wow.
I don't know, I think it was invalidated.
I think it was an invalidated lap though, but knowing that he can pull a 132 on hypersofts, that's enough to give him a little bit of a gap on these one stoppers that are lining up behind him. Interestingly, Profodis has managed to get up into the top 10. He's currently sitting in 6th with ultra softs.
Yeah, this could affect. It's a shame Alatakir's lap was invalidated, because that might cost him, because the track's going to have evolved now. We're into the last minute of this session. Raikkonen is on an outlap. Lego Minecraft is on an outlap as well, although they're both going to have to... Well, Raikkonen's alright, but Minecraft's going to have to improve his lap time. I think George is just... Oh, has George just done a flying lap? I think he has. 134.1. So George 85 is up to P3 now. But Raikkonen is taking his time on his outlap, trying to find the clear air, just trying to see if there's anyone else on hot laps at the moment. It doesn't look so. They're all on outlaps at the moment. As I think Raikkonen... Yes, 40 seconds to go, but they're all really slow, and... Yeah, I wonder what they're doing here, because obviously the new tyre rule as well means that they have issues with the tyres keeping warm. Raikkonen's on hypers, I've just realised. So Raikkonen's on the hypersoft tyre. In fact, they're all now on the hypersoft. So apart from Profodes, he is on the ultra soft and almost went into the tyre barrier. There's 10 seconds to go here, so these guys need to hurry up if they want to do their lap. Raikkonen has just started his. Minecraft started his. I think Profodes... Oh, did he do it or not? No, he didn't. Oh, he didn't. He missed out. So Profodes, Roland has just missed out on qualifying. He crossed the line so he mistimed it completely.
Yeah, and, he did. Oof.
And he went to go on to ultra softs, where he's already done his lap time on the hyper. So that's interesting. But anyway, so Jamie 1S has done his best lap. Jamie 1S is 133.7, so he moves up to P2 again. Raikkonen, and let's see what he can do in the second sector. I'm on board with him now, looking very good on these hypers. If he could, in fact, he's done a 134.0 on ultras. I think he's on course for a pole position lap time here, as long as he doesn't mess it up.
He definitely has the ability to do that. Jamie 1 surprising a little bit, throwing that 133.775 up there with hypersofts to start second. Now third is Devil Damo, steps to the plate, runs a 133.192. Now sitting in first. Kimi looks like he may have just cut that corner a little bit. I don't know if he got a penalty. We're going to find out in a moment. But for the time being, Devil Damo is sitting on first with a 133.192. Good job, Devil. Raikkonen will pull into the pits. He will not validate that that time, and he will now sit in fourth with a 134.026. So the way this is shaping up right now, we've got Devil Damo on top, Altakir in second, Jamie 1 in third, Raikkonen in fourth, Domain Zane in fifth, Joe is sitting in sixth, Lego Minecraft seventh, Thomas surprising in eighth, F1 Perez sitting in ninth, Ralkin in 10th, Sealis in 11th, Profodis sitting in 12th, Fruitful Coot 13th, Jagos 14th, Ricky in 15th, Javi 16th, Two Spell pulling up in 17th, Racer 555 18th, and Lama Jalama coming in 19th with a 135.443 on Ultra Softs. Again, it looks like our top 7 are all on Hyper. Then it starts to change up into Ultras and other tires. So this will be a very, very interesting start here today.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one because a lot more people, unlike in the Monday race, we had only a few started on the Ultra. We've got a lot more guys mixing it up. Raikkonen, because of that, is going to be starting on the Ultra soft because of his issues. But Lego Minecraft, he's also on the Ultra P7. But Raikkonen and Minecraft are going to be really looking, well, if they do the one-stop strategy, looking forward to it. So too Thomas and Perez and Raikkonen. There's a few quick guys on the Ultra soft. But Devil Damo getting that pole position, what a result for him. Alatakir, he'll be ruining, well, it won't be the end of the world, still front row, but he knows he's got the pace. I mean, that 132.5 was brilliant, so we know he's got the pace, but he's going to be doing a two-stop strategy. So will it pay off?
We shall see, as now we are in the divide. We are moving in from qualifying to the race. Everybody's getting prepped. The cars are getting prepared. The drivers getting their last pieces of equipment on. I don't see anybody running down the pit this time with their suit half on, so I'm assuming everybody's in good shape, ready to go for the race. We will be back with you shortly after this message break. Checking on the grid real quick. We've got a couple drivers starting to check in. Give the thumbs up. Let them know that they are ready to roll. Looking down into the Mercedes pit, everybody looks pretty relaxed down there right now, and they should be because we are on the grid. So we are going to start our formation lap. Once again, formation lap. It is meant as a lap to heat up the tires, bring the car up to speed, check all of the final check boxes, and make sure that that car and the driver are ready to go. They've got to check the drink. They got to make sure the drink is actually connected and ready to roll. And the main thing we're looking for here is bringing that car safely up to speed. We don't want to see any collisions. We don't want to see anybody go blowing off the track into the wall. We like this to be just a nice, easy warm-up parade lap so the fans get one good look at all of those beautiful cars going past them on the track. As this race will progress from day to night, we will finish under the lights and the night sky along with a bunch of fireworks to finish off this regular season racing of COS F1. Of course, we did mention at the beginning of the program, there is a makeup race next week, but as far as the regular scheduled season races go, today is the finale, so I don't expect to see anybody sandbagging it. I think everyone should be driving their absolute hardest to make their showing here, you know, a respectable showing, a good showing, and prepare for team selections for next season. You know, let's not forget, next season isn't very far away. Contest of Speed will once again be firing up. I believe it'll be year number 3 for Contest of Speed. They expanded their tiers last year. They went into Tier 2 and even Tier 3, giving drivers like myself an opportunity to go out on the track and follow everybody around in last place. I very much appreciate the opportunity to do that. Thank you guys very, very much. But yeah, as far as the regular season goes, this is it. We're starting to see everybody line up and just about sink into that start-finish line, where I will hand it over to my friend Racer, who will call the start and the lights out. So, Racer, you know, they're going to be lining up shortly. You should be pretty excited about this. This will be your final call for the regular season, and hopefully I'll have you back next week for, I believe it's Singapore is the makeup. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, this should be fun, so why don't you take it away for us?
Thank you. Right, so here we go. The last cars are lining up for their starts. It's flat start, short getaway before the first corner, so it is quite hard to make the moves. It's all about just getting off that initial start. We go to 3, 4, 5 lights, and we're away racing. Devil Damo gets a good start, but so too does Alatakir. Alatakir slots right behind him. So the top 3, that's all clean so far. all of them being respectful. No contact, almost 3 wide though between, it's Jord, and oh no, and Minecraft make contact. And Minecraft luckily doesn't spin out, but he's dropped off. Oh, and there's a Ferrari off in the background as well.
Yeah, it looks like Fruitful Coot is off the track in the background.
Damage.
Not quite sure what happened there.
He's on one of the ultra soft runners as well, so that's going to really, he's going to have to either go for a hyper soft run now and make it a 2-stop, which will probably be the better choice now, as they all head down towards the end of this big straight. As a move is being made by Raikkonen down the inside of Jamie 1S. He's not going to complete the move as 1S gives him the room. Oh, they almost make contact on the exit. But
I got side-by-side racing here with F1 Perez and Thomas, as well as Perfotis. We had a little bit of side-to-side contact between Perez and Thomas. Perez looking for room. Lego Minecraft moves off to the right side. Some front to rear wheel contact there. I didn't see any carbon fiber flying, but I do see Lego Minecraft. Looks like he let up a little bit there as F1 Perez was able to defend that position successfully. But we have a lot of movement back here around 9th, 10th, and 11th with Lego Minecraft all over Perez. I see Jamie 1 just made a move on Joe and moved up into the 4th position. You're top 5 right now.
Yeah, they're side by side. I'm watching the same thing. How they're not made contact. Oh, but the Mercedes of Domain Zane is having a look now as well. I think he might have it. He's up into 5th. Yeah, he is. Oh no, but Jamie 1S tries to out this contact with the Renault. I think the Renault's got damage on his wing. Raikkonen, as the Tier 2 winner at Brazil last weekend, has got damage, and Thomas is now right behind him.
Yeah, Silas managed to make a move on Jamie 1 and make that stick. I'm not sure if there was damage there. We now see Raikkonen moving down positions as he's hung out to the outside with Thomas and Jamie 1 challenging him. He just got really hung out on that turn. It wasn't very friendly for him whatsoever. Lots of movement between 4th and 11th right now. Everybody showing green and red arrows. So people moving up, people moving down. We have a lot, 3 wide going into this turn with Lego Minecraft. They survive it somehow, but only because I think Thomas managed to outbrake everybody and make that a 2 wide. Otherwise, we were looking at a potential 3 wide disaster right there. We're going to continue to ride along. We've got our cameras focused on Thomas right now as he continues to battle with Raikkonen and Silas and Lego Minecraft for that 8th position. Again, 4th through 12th now, all trading positions. What an exciting first 2 laps of the race.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And Fruitful Coot did pit for the hyper soft, so he is now doing a 2-stop strategy. I'm surprised the hyper. I would have thought the ultra might have been a better time, just to sort of make it a bit longer. Oh, Alatakir almost loses the rear behind Devil Damo in the lead in the last corner. Both guys pulling away massively from the guys behind Jordan, Domain Zane. Raikkonen, what's happened to Raikkonen? He's Raikkonen,
he's off the track. He's got no front anything. His front wing is gone. No. He's made it. Sorry. He somehow made it into the pits.
I thought he almost lost it. He did lose it.
Oh, good God.
Raikkonen as well. Raikkonen was pitted because of his wing damage. That's such a shame for Raikkonen, because I was going to say, I saw him using P3 and looking really good for this race, and he's put another set of ultras on. So all the guys that, they did what you want to keep it clean, and I'm guessing Raikkonen, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he happened on his own or it was with contact with George. Yeah, it's really not worked out for now, and I mean, 2-stop strategy now is you're going to have to push it basically. It's still not over in terms of getting points, but for the win now it's game over. He's just got to try, unless there's a safety car, which the way this race has panned out, you never know. There's still a lot of fighting going on, and Silas is behind Jamie 1S now and is really quick. Silas is on the ultra soft, Jamie 1S is on the hyper, and in the next couple of laps that ultra is going to start to be the better tyre. And they're looking good at the moment. The top ultra runner is Silas at the moment. Thomas 9 tenths behind him. Those guys still with a good chance of a result. Unfortunately, with the start, you know, they're looking at the lap times. Silas is about 6-7 seconds behind our race leader at the moment, so he'll hope that he can claw that back in once the hypers start to lose their performance. But 7 seconds is a big gap, and it's going to be you sort of want to be a bit closer at this stage of the race if you want to make the one stop the better strategy for you for the contest of trying to win this race.
Absolutely.
But, it's all spreading out now.
Absolutely. As we watch Ricky come out of the pits, one of the first guys to jump into the pits. Not quite sure if that was tires or if that was damage, but he has come out on the Super Softs in 16th place. Racer 555 side by side with two Spell right now. These two going at it, one on Ultra, one on Super Soft. We're not quite sure. Oh, we have yellows in sector 2 and 3, and Devil Damo is falling down the position. I can see Domain Zane lost it. Alatikar is out.
They must have made contact.
Yes, Al is hard into the wall on the right side. So Devil Damo falls down from first to third. Joe goes to first, and Al is currently sitting off of the track being scored in 15th. But I believe Al's day will be over. I see it grayed out. I saw him hard into the wall. There you can see a little bit of the carcass remaining near the track. But Al's day is over. That should be an interesting interview. Jamie 1 putting all kinds of pressure on Devil Damo right now because he's got Silas right behind him. Joe sitting out in first. Oh, as we see Jamie 1 almost get into the back of Devil Damo. Silas making the moves. This is chaos here for third place right now.
I don't know, just looking on, because the way my camera looks at this, a bit at an angle, I don't know whether Devil Damo's got any wing damage at all from that incident. I don't think he has, because he's looking on, you know, he's catching Domain Zane down the straight with DRS. But, Jamie 1S is making a look down the inside, but he's not going to have the right line for the next part. But, Domain Zane, all those guys on the hypers are now struggling for grip. And this is going to now be great, because Thomas has got past Silas. So Thomas is now the leading Ultra Soft. All of a sudden, I was saying this race wasn't going to suit the one-stoppers. Now, all of a sudden, if these guys are one-stopping, I might be wrong, they might be just doing the Ultra now to try and extend the stint, but if they do go for one stop, I think this will suit these guys so well, because what was the issue of Damo and Alatikir being ahead, they're not now, and Lego Minecraft's just moved up into 6th, so Silas is had a terrible lap in this one. He's lost 2 places, and they're all together. This is fantastic racing. As Domain Zane pits, and so does Devil Damo.
Indeed, and we see Raikkonen 34 Kimi has moved to a DNF status. S2V Alatikar is also out of this race, no relation. Domain Zane in the pits, looks like he's taking a new front nose, looks like he's taking on some Super Softs, as we see Domain Zane exit the pits and head back out. Earlier we did see my buddy J Ghosts 400 hit the wall of shame with his first 3-second penalty. We appreciate your donation to the Cali Mail Wall of Shame Foundation. We are taking a look right now at Jamie 1, who is sitting in third behind Thomas, right behind Thomas. We've got less than half a second separating second, third, fourth, and fifth accumulatively. Try to say that real fast and unprepared. And you see Thomas go in, Jamie take the dive. I don't think Jamie got any sort of the work done there that needed to be done. Lego Minecraft obviously watching this, very excited, knowing that Jamie's going to be hounding Thomas, possibly slowing him down, allowing those 2 Sauber Alphas to reel him in.
Yeah, Lego Minecraft, I was making a bit of noise because Lego Minecraft broke so much later than the other guys and just had to go wide to avoid losing his front wing onto the back of Jamie 1S, but the thing is, track position's key here, and Thomas is in the driving seat. He might not be the fastest guy right now on the fastest tyre, but it makes it very hard. Jamie 1S had an issue, and Lego Minecraft's just gone around the outside of him. So I don't know what's happened to Jamie 1S, but he's now pitting, I wonder if he made contact. Oh, he spun in the entry almost.
Oh
I
my.
don't know
Well,
what's happened. I wonder if he made contact with the wall and lost a bit of front wing, because he's now pitting on lap 7.
it
So
does look
this
like
race,
his,
these guys are falling.
it does look like his front right wing may have some damage, but we're watching the pit stop right now as he switches back onto a softer set of tires. He does not take a wing, so either that wing damage is very, very minimal. Trying to look at it right now as he comes down through the tunnel of pit out. It doesn't look like the wing has received any damage. All he did was swap over to what may be Ultra Softs. Ricky picking up a wall of shame 3-second penalty. But yeah, Jamie 1S is back out there on the track. Let's see if we can get some detail on tires here. So he is on a brand new fresh set of Hyper Softs. Our leader, Joe, is sitting at a 3.1 second lead, is on lap 6 with his Hypers. Lego Minecraft looks to have just made a move on Thomas, moving him up in the second place and moving Thomas back down in the third. Both of those drivers on the Ultra Soft tires. Our first Super Softs don't show up until we talk about Jay Ghosts down there in 6th place with Super Softs, but he's also contending with a 3-second penalty right now.
Yeah, it's a shame really what's happened with Devil Damo and Alex Kidd, because it would have been yeah, there was a good battle there, but Devil Damo is not out of it. Obviously, he's made his first pit stop and is on the Ultra Soft now, and currently P10. And obviously, Jamie 1S has pitted, Domain Zane. They're all different strategies though. Devil Damo come out on the Ultra, Jamie 1's come out on the Hyper, and Domain Zane's come out on the Super Soft. So those guys, maybe that's his thinking. Ultra, and then Ultra again, just to be on the safe side. Maybe that's just his thinking right now, but I would have thought you'd want to be on the softer tyre. If you're doing a two-stop, you'd want to be on the softer tyre when the car's lighter, if you can do it, obviously. If you have to pit earlier, then so be it. The Ultra is the safer tyre to do everything on, especially in the race trim.
I agree.
Minecraft is catching Joe now as well. He's 2.2 ahead now, so Minecraft is hauling him in.
I agree. We're watching Jay Ghosts right now, who we were saying before. We're not quite sure how he's going to play out this strategy. Honestly, I try not to think of what's in Jay Ghost's mind because I'm afraid of getting a headache myself. But right now, he is definitely putting some pressure there. Uh-oh. He's definitely putting pressure on Javi and Silas right now. So we will see what is going on. I will see what I can do in order to clear up some of these poor transmission of video here real quick. Let me shut down a few things over on the PC and see if I can bring bandwidth back so we can get some clear resolution. I apologize once again for the poor display qualities that are happening on the screen. Give me one moment and we'll try to clear those up for you. Meanwhile, we're still watching Jay Ghosts follow Javi around, doing so on his super soft tires. Javi on the Ultra Soft. Ghosts performing well on those super softs. As we had said, we're not quite sure what goes on inside that brain of his, but he still seems to be pretty competitive, sitting in 5th with the super softs. And the closest super soft from him is going to be Two Spell, who's got his hands full with Pervotus and Devil Damo right now. So Devil Damo right in the exhaust of Two Spell, waiting for Two Spell just to make a minor mistake so he can... Gosh, I don't know what's wrong today. I'm laughing and yawning. It's a crazy day over here.
Yeah, the Super Softs, he's done brilliantly with that Super Soft, Jay Ghost. He's already up to P5. Let's see how many positions he's made. So, places-wise, he's made 9 places so far. Javi's made 12 places, Silas has made 8, Thomas has made 6, and Lego Minecraft's made 6. So a lot of the top runners fell off at the beginning of this race. But yeah, Super Soft's working really well for Ghosts. He's the fastest guy out of the three of them, between Silas, Javi, and him. So yeah, it's looking really good at the moment for these lot, and I'm guessing. Yeah, we're seeing, interesting to see what laps these guys all pit in. I would have thought anywhere between lap 12, 14 is going to be the pit window for these guys on the Ultra Soft. And then if you see them coming onto the Super Soft, then you'll know that it's a one-stop strategy. If they go on to, which I think is the correct thing right now, but if you see them coming onto the Hyper or another Ultra, then you know that they're doing a two-stop strategy.
We have a question from the chat room as to whether or not Two Spell may have clipped a wing during a pass. We're going to take a look at him with the camera. We don't see any wing damage on that car. It was a very, very close maneuver as we see Jamie1 starting to put pressure on him. Let's see if he swings out. He's got the DRS open. He is right up against Two Spell, goes out to the left onto the inside. We're going to see, will he make two positions here maybe? Oh, he just manages to, Profotis just manages to close him off. Jamie1 moves up above Two Spell fighting back side by side, going down what I call the false start-finish line.
And he gets past them both. He gets a bit deep, but on the fresher rubber, you've got to remember, all of the guys he was battling there haven't yet stopped. So Jamie1S going through, and Joe, importantly, he got ahead. Jamie1S doing the undercut. Jamie1S is ahead of Jode. So or Jode. So Jode is now behind Jamie1S, and Devil Damo as well. You obviously pitted earlier. The guys who undercutted obviously have made the time right now, but towards the end of the race, that's where it's going to come back towards Jode, where he'll have fresher rubber, unless he, in regards to the last stint, unless the others around him try and stretch out this middle stint.
Yeah, I just watched the two Alphas come in for service. You couldn't get better. Perfect timing between Lego Minecraft's release and Sealess coming in for his stop.
Sorry, Racer 55 has crashed. He's back on the track now. Don't know what happened because he was in clear air. So I don't know what caused it. But he's struggling now because his tyres are off. I didn't see what happened. But yeah, Thomas and Lego Minecraft, obviously they've pitted, and they decided to pit lap 11.
Oof. Racer 555 has seemingly retired from the session as the Siamese shows up to give its opinion in the race. Racer 555, after 10 laps on those Ultra Softs, it looks like he has decided to call it quits. He will DNF for the day, so he will be added to the list of DNF with Raikkonen and Alatakar. Meanwhile, Jay Ghosts taking over the lead with those 10-lap-old Super Softs. He is being chased by Javi on Ultras, but Jay Ghosts outlasting the first of the pit stop mongers and managing to get a couple laps in there in his car on the broadcast for a change. Devil Damo takes over Javi while Javi jumps into the pits. He will be going on to a new set of Super Softs and headed out of the pit.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm surprised. I'm glad that a lot of people are doing the one-stop strategy in this race. I feel a bit validated now of my decision on Monday. But yeah, Jay Ghost is obviously, he's hoping to stretch the Super Soft now, and then he will be on the faster tyre at the second part of the race. It's one of those where, because you're making the stint so much longer, the Ultra will definitely give him the boost when he comes out of the pits, when he does pit. But by the end of the race, his tyres are going to be at a very similar level to the guys who run on the Super Soft. So he's going to be able to take advantage, really, from the first half of when he's on the Ultra Soft. Maybe the first 3/4 of that stint, and towards the end, the Super Soft and Ultras are going to be very even in performance. But Devil Damo, obviously, he's made a huge amount of speed. To be fair, he's the guy on the two-stop strategy, so he's one of the few guys doing the two-stopper, because obviously he was on the Hyper anyway. But him and Jamie1S, they are flying as expected, and he's catching Jay Ghosts up. He's 2.4 now behind Jay Ghosts, and he still potentially then has a chance. he had, you know, his 5-lap-old hypersoft or 6-lap-old hypersofts. Interesting to see how many laps he probably could do. Another maybe 4 at the very most. At the very most, he could probably do 4 more laps. Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle though. You'd have to try and eke this. He is on the. No, sorry. My mistake. He's on the Ultra, so he should be able to do around 12 or 13 laps, which will be more than enough then to be back on the Hypersoft. So he should be able to pit around lap 20. That's the sort of range you want to be in.
Yeah, I agree. It's good to see Jay Ghost out here in front playing his strategy. We have just had a prediction come into the chat room. It looks like was it Philip Potter maybe, who says Jay Ghosts for the top 3 with his strategy. So we'll see how that goes. Steve Brown, who we did just see DNF, he's already in the chat room. He has predicted that Jay Ghost, Devil Damo, and Lego will be the top 3. He's unable to predict the order, but he says those will be the top 3 drivers today. Well, you've got 2 of the 3 correct right now as Jay Ghost continues his lead, but we do see Devil Damo slightly closing. God, this is horrible today. I just can't stop yawning. Jamie 1 picks up another 3-second penalty. He puts his name twice. He bangs his head on the wall of shame today.
It's
cool. Get up. Okay.
Looking at Thomas, we're just showing how Lego Minecraft's middle stint here is so impressive. The 2 of them pretty much pit at the same time. Minecraft is 7 seconds down the road already on those super softs, so Lego Minecraft's much happier on these tyres right now, and he's coming up to the back of Jord, who is only on 5-lap-old ultra softs. He's absolutely flying on these super softs as Lego Minecraft. It's unbelievable the pace he's at. So right now, I mean, I put Minecraft as the favourite for the victory today, as he's in DRS now, Jode. And they almost made contact. George was trying to defend a bit late, but the move is done cleanly in the end. And Minecraft now heads up for Jamie 1S, who's 7-lap-old Hypersoft. So I do question why he went Hypers for the middle stint, because he's going to have to now make the Ultra Soft, even have an even longer stint. I think a 2-stint Ultra is probably, or at least an Ultra and Hyper, as he gets another penalty, would have been a better option.
Yeah, you know, Jamie picking up penalties over and over again. He's now up to, I believe, 9 seconds. Domain Zane picks up a 5-second penalty for corner cutting. You know, so when you talk about the times here, and you're talking about Jamie 1 with a 4-second gap over Lego Minecraft right now, but Jamie's got 9 seconds in penalties. Domain Zane picks up a second 5-second penalty. So now his penalties are in 10 seconds, which would just completely drop him out of the top 15th if we were to finish running right now. So we very much have to be careful with those penalties. They are definitely coming into play here. Lego Minecraft sitting in third. If he were just to ride out these final 13 laps at the pace he's at, he would easily jump up into third and snatch that podium away from Jamie 1S because of penalties. We are starting to see the times get closer and closer as we are on lap 15 of 28, which means we've got 13 laps to go. Well, as we hit this middle section, let's take a quick look at who has had the most movement today. And so far it is Jay Ghosts, who has stepped up 12 positions in the second as they run right now. Obviously, 2 of our larger position losers today will be Alatakir, who lost 17 positions with his DNF as Lego Minecraft goes in on Jamie 1. That was very interesting to see happen. And Raikkonen down 14 positions. So our big mover today is Jay Ghost, who's running in second. We're very happy to see that. Obviously, Devil Damo is stepped away a little bit, and there will be definitely some time to be made up. But yeah, very interesting. And a little bit of action moving while I was doing that announcement. What do you got for me, Racer?
Well, I think Minecraft, as Jamie1S has pitted already 8 laps in, so now, oh, he almost crashes into the barrier. I don't know if he damaged his wing.
Yeah.
And Jay Ghosts also pits. So Jay Ghosts on the Super Soft is making a pit stop, and so is. And again, I question that Hypersoft strategy. There was no wing damage for Jamie1S, so he is okay as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I do question that Hypersoft, because now he's got to try and make the Ultra last quite a long time, lap 16. So he's got to try and make it last 12 laps. Well, I suppose he can do it. He can make it, because you can do 12 laps on the heavy fuel load. But
you know, Jay Ghost has made the same change. You know, Jay Ghost has put on Ultras, and it looks like he's going to have to go out there and make those Ultras last for about 12 laps as well.
Yeah, now, I think he'd be all right. I think I was miscalculating. I think 12 laps is okay. I just thought in the end Jamie1S was losing out quite a bit on that on the hyper. But I think now, personally, I think it's Lego Minecraft's race to lose, because he's only 5 seconds behind Devil Damo. But Devil Damo is going to have to pit again.
Yes.
Me. So
indeed.
Yeah, I think Minecraft now is sitting really pretty. The question is who is going to finish second and third, because Jay Ghost is now going to be quick with the ultra soft tyre. It's going to be the guy with the freshest, best tyres, along with Jamie1S. Those two guys are going to be coming through the field now, and how Thomas does, because Thomas, other than Minecraft, he's the next best runner on the Super Soft.
So it is interesting. We see Jamie.
Domain Zane's retired.
Domain Zane has retired.
Oh,
yes.
And people got to be careful. Oh, he's ghosting. He's ghosting us.
Okay, right. Rockin made it through there. I thought Rockin was going to T-bone him and just finish his day as well. Jamie1 made it through. It is interesting watching these two guys on these fresh Ultra Softs, currently 7th and 8th, to see if and how they'll be able to weave their way up through those top 6 positions remaining with 11 laps to go. 11 laps to get remaining, and Devil Damo is your current leader with a 4.74-second lead over Lego Minecraft. He's on 11-lap-old Ultra Softs versus Lego's 6-lap-old Super Softs, and we do believe that Devil Damo will be pitting again. So once, as my partner racer here has said, Lego Minecraft, this is his race to lose. Joe sitting 4 seconds behind him. Thomas another 4 seconds behind him. So we are all into the 1 to 2 second minimum intervals between everybody, as we now wind down lap number 17th, starting lap number 18th very soon, bringing it down to 10 laps remaining, as we take a look at Jamie S1 continuing around the track on his 1-lap-old Ultras, chasing Jay Ghosts, who doesn't look to be giving up any kind of a time whatsoever. But Lego must be very careful. He picks up another 3-second time penalty. So I'm not quite sure how this is going to shake out. Again, I very much dislike it when the penalties come into play and sort out the top 3. I believe that these guys must run much more penalty-free throughout the race, but what can you do? It is a video game. From time to time, penalties do pop up. But man, once again, I do believe penalty time is going to come into the play of the top 5, as we've seen a bunch of them pick up penalties.
Yeah, I'm going to have a look actually and see how many penalties we've got.
Clean driver of the day is a recommendation that has come through the chat room. I like that. We'll see if the powers that be are willing to accept that, but I like not only a driver of the day, but maybe a clean driver of the day award. That very much could be something. We'll see how the marshals take the recommendation. Thank you, Dominic, very much. Clean driver of the day, that should be the goal.
Well, looking at the penalties so far, Jay Ghosts, he's got 2 penalties, so that's 6 seconds worth. Devil Damo's got just the 1 penalty at the moment in the lead. Lego Minecraft's got 6 seconds. So too does George. So too does Thomas. Xavi has just the 1 penalty at the moment. So all those top guys, Jamie1S has got 3 penalties at the moment. So Jamie1S as yeah, he might struggle a bit with the penalties that he's racking up at the moment. But so far, all the guys, but Devil Damo's just got the 1 penalty. Minecraft has got an extra 3 seconds, but him, Jode, and Thomas are all even with their penalties so far.
Jamie1S, thank you very much for that update. Jamie1S all over the exhaust pipe of Stewards right now. So we're going to see how this plays out. We'll stay riding along with them on camera. Jamie1 managed to get side by side with Silas, but he was not able to maintain the position through the turn series that they were in. So, oh God. So this is a very exciting race other than my yawning. Two Spell looks to be ready to make some moves on Perfotis. We will continue to watch that battle as Two Spell, running on 3-lap-old Ultras, is trying to catch up to 7-lap-old Super Softs. Jamie1 on the inside of Silas makes it stick with the DRS, gaps out a little bit, makes the tight left-hand turn, followed by a right, and he has claimed the 7th position over Silas with a very, very nice move. He continues to chase J Ghosts, who now has about a 1.8 second gap over Jamie1. Silas trying to fight back and make it difficult for Jamie1 to pull away and try to catch J Ghosts, while Demo still has the lead over Lego Minecraft by 1.5 seconds with 9 laps remaining in this race.
Yeah, both driving flat out at the moment, and Minecraft with those fresher tyres, despite the harder compound. Fair play to Devil Damo. I just wonder if he's gone a little bit too far, but maybe he's thinking, well, I know what he's thinking, he's going to put the Hypersoft back on when he stops next. That's why he's made it. He's gone longer than any other driver on the Ultra. He's 14 laps now on the Ultra Soft.
Right.
He's had to do that because of the early pit stop, because of the damage that he got, I'm guessing, with the battle with Alatakir. And he is now, I think, in DRS danger.
Yeah.
Minecraft's got right up down this straight, so I think finally, Devil Damo's tyres are gone. And I think, yes, they have. He can't get the traction, so he needs to pit now to avoid any more lost time.
Absolutely.
I think he might have gone a little bit too long. And you had guys pitting, on lap 16. He's gone 4 laps longer as he loses the lead. And Minecraft now has done the hard work because he has got such a big gap from the next guy behind him. Damo's going to pit, so I think Minecraft has got this race to a T now. But Damo he almost loses it. He's got a lot of work to do now in these last 8 laps.
Yeah, Damo's definitely going to need to pit and swap out those tires. We see Lego Minecraft on his 9-lap-old Super Softs. He is out in the lead. We see Devil Damo duck into the pits. He will take his pit. I'm sure Joe will get past him. Thomas will most likely get past him. Javi, he may come out behind J Ghost, maybe behind Silas. So Joe has also pitted, which will help out Devil and not having him fall so far down the leveling, as now the fast guys are starting to catch up to him. Devil Damo will come out of the pits most likely in 6th, and we'll see 7th coming around. Jamie1 picks up another 3-second penalty. Lego Minecraft has a 10-second lead over Thomas right now. So as you had said earlier, this was the race for Lego to lose. It is his race. He's at 11-second gap between 2nd place. Javi's another 3 seconds back, so all eyes on Lego Minecraft right now as he continues to lap around here on 21 of 28 in the lead. J Ghosts maybe getting a little bit desperate, picking up a 3-second time penalty, which will definitely impact positions because he's got Jamie, Devil One, and Silas all creeping up behind him. So we really need to see J Ghost step up past Javi if he can. He's a second and about almost a second and 3/4 behind him, but we'll see how it plays out. Our drivers are now coming around. They've begun lap 21 of 28, so 7 to go with your leader Lego Minecraft by 10 seconds.
Yeah, and the top three runners all on the one-stop strategy, but these top three won't unfortunately finish in the top three today in that order because Javi is the first one. He's too close. He's done a great, been doing really well in midfield. P3 right now, but the guys around him. You've got J Ghosts, Jamie 1S, Devil Damo, all those guys on quick ultras, 6-lap ultras, and Devil Damo now on the 1-lap hyper. So he is relying on. I mean, the hyper should work really well for the last stint. So Devil Damo, he's only 7/10 off. I think Devil Damo could get P3. I think he might struggle to catch Thomas because Thomas is a further 4.3 ahead of Javi. So it's all about these guys have got to do what I did on Monday and defend for their lives. It's just you are so tired at this stage of the race. This is now these guys are battling for position, and this circuit, if unfortunately Javi hasn't been really strategic. He hasn't got a lot of ERS. He's got about 14%, but he's still on overtake. He's going to run out by the end of the straight as Jamie 1S, Jago, sorry, is having a look around the outside, and Devil Damo's made a move as well.
Yeah, Damo's
made a move with Jamie 1S.
Jordan is not going to sit there and wait for Javi to sort out his ERS issues. J Ghost is going to step up there. He's going to take advantage of this. This is for a podium position right now. So I don't expect to see J Ghost in any way, shape, or form make this easy for Javi at all. I mean, right now he's less than 2/10. He gets a... Oh my, he almost got hung out by Javi's teammate, Devil Damo, right there.
Damo's go down the inside.
He did, didn't he? So Devil Damo dives inside of J Ghost to take 4th position. Now it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. I'm not quite sure. Oh, they are running in team function 1 and 2, so there would be no real team orders come into play here for 3rd and 4th. But Devil Damo puts the move on Javi. Looks like he makes it stick, and Devil has stepped up into 3rd, leaving J Ghosts in 5th. So a lot of chaos here happening with 5 laps remaining as we are now running on lap 23 of 28.
Yeah, I think that was team orders there. He let him through very easily into that corner, and J Ghost tries to look at move. So traction is important here, but I don't think he's got the ERS. He hasn't saved the ERS, so Javi's going to be a sitting duck here. The side by side, he has got the inside.
Goes side by side on the outside. Does he make it stick? He does. Lego picks up a 5-second penalty for stop and go, so he probably won't serve that. We'll see that added to his time at the end of the race. Thomas, I'm not sure if he has any penalties at all. Maybe 1. So
Thomas has 6 seconds of penalties.
Oh, okay.
So 2 penalties so far. But yeah, Thomas really wanted Javi to hold those guys back because now he's only got a 2.6 second lead, and Devil Damo has only done 3 laps on those hypers, so Devil Damo is definitely going to make it into P2. Does Thomas try and battle it out? Because each lap the hypers will wear out quite drastically when you're battling. If I was him right now, he's on. I would save the ERS for the attack. Because Devil Damo is coming at, and all 3 of them are coming at such a rate of knots, but it is possible to defend. You can hold your position, and Thomas has got to fight for his life. He's got 5 laps to try and hold the rest of these guys behind him. It's a stressful time, I must admit, but it's all about keeping cool and calm. You've got to be in the moment of focusing on your breaking points. Don't overthink the situation. You've just got to defend your line. Don't run deep. And then the rest of the lap, it's going to be really hard for those guys to pass cleanly. There's really only 2 opportunities to overtake. So he's safe for this lap. Next, that is what he's doing. He's now on 0 ERS. Save that energy and use it all down the straights. Go rich if you can, hot lap if you can. Get a really really good exit on the hairpin before the long straight, and that will make the difference for him. But he's got him, Devil Damo right on the back of him now, and Damo's going to try and surprise him, I reckon, and try and make a move in the last corner. He's got to be aware of that. Damo does it. He does it again, as I thought, down the inside, catches him out.
Little bit of sliding,
side
but
by side. Yeah, I thought he was going to do that like he did before, and catches Thomas out. That's smart racing, because Thomas would have expected him to try and make the move in the DRS zone. He wouldn't have expected him to make the move then, but Damo has just so much more grip at the moment at this stage. Thomas should be okay though. He's 2.7 ahead of the other guys, so I think he'll be able to defend much better against those guys.
we've got just over 2 laps remaining here. We're at about 25 and a half, if you'll give that to me. We're seeing Jay Ghosts. He's got to close up on Thomas. I noticed him fall back before, almost up to 3 seconds behind Devil before Devil made that move. So I'm not quite sure if those ultras are starting to give Ghosts issues or not. Thomas, again, 14 lap super soft. Ghosts on the 9 lap old ultra soft. They're probably performing about the same. Devil on those hypers, 12 seconds behind Lego. I don't think he's going to be able to make that up with 2 laps remaining, as we get a little bit of camera shake by these cars going by. Jamie1 must have picked up his 5th or 6th 3-second penalty of the day right now. I can't even see him finishing in the top 10 with the number of penalties he has right now, but I have been wrong once before. Of course, I was wrong about being wrong, but nevertheless, I was wrong at some point. So Ralkin moves up into 11th. I do believe he's got the fastest lap of the race clocked right now. And we are on lap number 26 of 28 with Lego Minecraft to a comfortable 10.8 second lead over second place Force India Devil Damo.
Right, so this is interesting. Both Lego Minecraft and Devil Damo have the same, or did have the same amount of penalties, the 2 penalties. However, as you mentioned earlier, Lego Minecraft now has the 5-second stop-go, which he will issue at the end of the race. So Minecraft has got an extra 5 seconds penalty-wise. Devil Damo, so effectively Devil Damo's are only 5 seconds behind Lego Minecraft right now. The gap has gone down by a second on that last lap. The only issue I've got, obviously we've got 3 to go now. The only issues, well, about 2.5 now. I think Devil Damo is just going to run out of time to make that. As long as Minecraft doesn't get any more penalties. If Minecraft gets another 3-second penalty right now, that makes things very interesting towards the end of this race. But as it stands, effectively, Minecraft right now has a 4.6 second lead over Devil Damo.
So I'm currently watching Jay Ghosts in 4th duke it out with his teammate. This will be interesting to watch because I think all season long Ghosts has wanted nothing more than to finish in front of his teammate Thomas. He's very close to him. He's got 10 lap old ultras versus Thomas's 15 lap old super soft. They're running less than a half a second. Team orders to stay behind, or do they give Jordan the thumbs up to go at it? You know, Jay Ghost doesn't seem like the type of driver to just sit back there and accept what it is. I would be expecting a last lap move by Jay Ghosts if I know him.
And meanwhile, Jamie1S must have... I saw a Sector 3 yellow a couple of laps ago, or a lap ago. Jamie1S has dropped way down the order to 7th place now. And he's got another penalty. He's picked up so many penalties today.
It's easily 6 or 7 penalties, so he's easily got 18 seconds of penalties on his name. That will drop him down to 12th, maybe? Craziness.
He'll be lucky to score points the way he's going at the moment. And here we go then, Thomas and Jay Ghost. Now Thomas is on, they're both on 1, surprisingly. Oh, Thomas didn't get a good run there.
No, he did not, and Ghost smells blood in the water. This will be very interesting. We're on lap 27 of 28. Ghosts goes around the outside. Will he make it? I don't believe so. Thomas is probably giggling inside his helmet right now.
Oh, I don't think he'll be giggling. I think there'll be a few swear words like in how close it is, because it's so stressful when you know you haven't got the faster tyre on. You have to be so careful under braking. The guy behind you has to be careful they don't go in the back of you. They can't believe how slow you're going. They can see you struggling. But will J Ghost do anything aggressive? Will he try and make a move on the last corner? No, it's not close enough.
We are now on lap 28 of 28. We will stay with this J Ghosts and Thomas battle until Lego makes it.
Sorry, the gap has gone down. The leaders, especially
it's huge.
6 seconds. So Devil Damo, he's only 9/10 off an incredible victory because of Lego Minecraft's 5
penalty
second stop go. I think Devil Damo could do this. I think Devil Damo, he's catching by a huge rate to knots. So we've got 2 battles. Devil Damo somehow might get this, but I'm on board with Thomas and J Ghost for this battle here. He's much closer this time.
We've got Joe and Javi. Ghost makes the move. Gaps him.
Will he try and bust through? No, he's not going to make the move back again. He's going to try and he's going to hope and pray that he get good enough traction with DRS, but no, he's just not going to get it. It's a shame, but he's going to hope, I guess, that there are more penalties in his half. Meanwhile, the gap Devil Damo, he's 5.5. He's only half a second off. But this last sector is where Damo is going to make all the time because he's got the better traction. So here we go. It's
Javi and Joe going at it. Going at it. Javi moving up in the 5th. Joe to 6th. We're still going to stick with the J Ghosts move.
But Minecraft's coming along the line now. It's so close. He's trying to do it. Oh, he's tried to celebrate. That might cost him because he's now less than 4 seconds. He's less than 5, and it has.
It has cost him.
He celebrated too soon. He should have just carried on going. If he hadn't have tucked in towards the wall, he would have won the race. But Devil Damo has done it. Thomas finishes 3rd in the end. Thomas has got ahead because of penalties from J Ghost. And Jode's got 3rd though.
Joe's jumped up into 3rd. Ghosts to 4th. Javi to 5th. Jamie to 6th. Jamie now to 7th. I think we're going to see this one fall pretty hard. Now down to 8th. Jamie to 9th.
Great recovery from Fruitful Coot, by the way. Fruitful Coot, 19 laps.
10th, 11th.
Super soft. Yeah.
Jamie on S with a fall from glory down to 11th place. I don't think that Perfotis is going to be able to make it up and have him drop down to 12th. Not at all. So let me start to run down your top 5, your top leaderboard here. We've got Devil Damo in 1st, Lego Minecraft in 2nd, Joe in 3rd, Thomas in 4th, J Ghosts in 5th, Javi 6th, Seal is 7th, Fruitful Coot 8th, 2 Spell 9th, Ralkin is in 10th, Jamie 1 falls to 11th after all penalties are applied, Perfotis jumps to 12th, Lamin Jama came in on 13th with Ricky in 14th, F1 Perez 15th.
Ricky is drifting. If you get on board with him, you might see the last 2 corners. He's on 21 lap old ultras, which is a record. He's doing a bit of
a lot of drifting. We've got a Ferrari off to the side there. I think that's F1 Perez. I'm not quite sure what happened there. He might have wrecked in celebration. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like F1 Perez has fallen down. So there you go. There you have it. Force India at the top of the podium. We like to see that. Team Pink. And it looks like we've also got an Alpha up there as well as Williams. So those are your top 3 for the day. Thank you all very much for joining us here at COS F1 Contest of Speed. I agree that was a shame for Lego, but that's the way the cards fall. Racer, I want to thank you for jumping in here at the end of the season and helping me out. I really do appreciate it. Once again, a shout out to Vish. We hope he's feeling well. And we shall be back next season as we take a look now at the top 20 on the screen. Once again, lots of penalties coming into play here. Clean racer of the day looks like Joe. Joe's got 0 penalties, and he managed to finish up on the podium. So congratulations to Joe and Williams Racing for keeping it super clean today and finishing on the podium. Well done by Williams. So once again, thank you, Racer. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in on our YouTube channel, and we will be back next season here at Contest of Speed, contestofspeed.com.